Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 155 of our broadcast. And Watching Chickies is the daily live stream here on Reddit, and then later YouTube, about the lives and development of these three young chickens. Before you in gray, we have our little silky rooster named Stormy. In black, we have our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. And in brown and gold, we have our onagadori named Kagome. And all of them together make a happy little flock. And we just spend these broadcasts watching the chickens, chatting a bit, and having our little daily dose of chicken therapy here. Oh, Kagome is quite talkative today, but we got a few little clucks going on from Stormy there, as he's telling the girls that he's found food, even though that's quite apparent since he's right there by the food dish. Oh my there, little Stormy. You always feel the need to try to kick out as much food as possible, even though you have such easy access right there. Yeah? Well, at least that does something to trim down your nails a bit. Nice, lovely little tail wag there. And hello there, Newt Newt. Hope you are having a lovely day there. The girls are playing with some of the new blankets that I put out. We have some new gray blankets that we are kind of putting into the sort of rotation here. And they are just busily playing with them. Just peck, 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 peck. And I only put them up there to make it easier for them to perch, though it looks like they're about to pull it down. It's to make it easier for you to perch, girls. It's all just a game to you two, isn't it? Oh my, oh my. Peck, 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 peck. You know, I got you all these other toys, like xylophones, I got you mirrors with bells, I got you streamers, I got you that little toy over there, and you decide, you know what? It is much more fun to play with new towels. Well, those are chickens for you. They kind of do the unexpected. Yes, yes, Stormy, yes, yes, you found the food. Lovely boy. Lovely boy. How you doing there, my little rooster? Your hairstyle's looking lovely today. You got quite a lovely bit of blue going on there. Such a little rooster strut to you. Yeah, the girls are doing well today. There's a little bit of an argument this morning between Braveheart and then Kagome and Stormy, which was a little bit odd. I walked in, Braveheart was putting up such a fuss at the other two, and I was not sure what was going on. I thought something might have fallen, but it was just Braveheart kind of yelling at them. So usually she's such a quiet chicken, so I'm not sure what the argument was on her part. Maybe she was finally telling Stormy off. And all three of these lovely chickens are of different breeds. Stormy is a silkie, which is why he has these really soft fur-like feathers. Braveheart, our black ayam cemeni, is this color because she has hyperpigmentation, which means the black coloration goes all the way down to her very bones. And then Kagome, well, the Japanese onagadori is a breed that has tail feathers that keep growing out their entire lives. The onagadori tail feathers can reach over 20 feet in length or over 6 meters. So we have quite the eclectic little flock here. Stormy's having a nice meal while the girls are just doing a little bit of preening over there. After Stormy's kind of done pecking over there, I think I'll give them a little bit of a treat. No, I have never eaten an ayam cemeni, and none of these chickens will be eaten. They are members of the family and friends for life. These are most assuredly pet chickens. Braveheart actually laid her first egg a couple days ago, which was quite nice. They are a little over 5 months old now, so she was a little bit ahead of schedule. The egg was quite perfect. It was slightly pinkish in hue and very small, very small. Basically like maybe this small, could fit right into a shot glass quite easily. And we should probably expect to see an egg maybe in another week or so. And yes, the little chickens have grown quite a bit. I don't know what our little Stormy is doing. He's just been paused over his food for quite a while. Like he's just lost in thought. So you know what? I think I might just go ahead and pick him up for a bit. And since I'm tired of just putting the camera down with it just flopping over, might as well use a camera stand when I do that. Since I do have my little phone stand right here. There we go. So Newt, at the moment, with our chickens, Braveheart has not had any of her eggs fertilized. So because none of her eggs have been fertilized by our little Stormy here, that means none of her eggs can produce hybrid chickens yet. Once we see Stormy start to successfully mate with the girls, we will be open to letting them hatch some little hybrid chickies. But until then, we'll be harvesting the eggs and probably using them for small baking projects. Lauren's does like to do a lot of baking. She's a big fan of the Great British Bake Off. We actually did drain Braveheart's first egg this morning. We are preserving the eggshell. We washed out the inside. And we had a very tiny little plate of scrambled eggs this morning. And it was an unfertilized egg. It was actually quite nice. Much better than a store-bought egg, but of course, very much smaller. Hadassah 11. Chicken mating doesn't really last all that long. What happens is the guy kind of walks around, he makes a little mating display. Then if the chicken really does want to mate with him, they usually sit down. The male then kind of just grabs the feathers on the back of the neck or at the back, and then they hop on. The actual process of mating just takes probably about 2 to 3 seconds, if that. So it's all very quick. There we go. And we're just giving our Stormy a little bit of a cuddle here. It's much easier with 2 hands. Oh dear. The girls are talking to each other. There we go, there we go. Oh dear, oh dear. He's hearing the girls call and he's getting very excited. You can see him getting worked up right now. Shh, it's okay. It's okay, Stormy. You don't need to be all about mating all the time. I don't think Braveheart really is into mating right now. She's kind of a little chicken lump over there. She's sat really nicely. She's super comfy next to her hen pal over there, Kagome. Oh, she just gave a little chicken purr. She's quite content. Braveheart can usually be most content when she's around either myself or Lauren. And she seems pretty happy that I have Stormy in check here. She's giving a few little happy chicken purrs right now. She does like listening to my voice. That's one of the reasons why I just kind of keep my voice really low and melodic like this. Just helps keep them in a nice frame of mind. Chickens are very sensitive little animals. They can get stressed out quite easily. They are very social at the same time. So by me doing this, by me hanging out with them, I can help them live their best little chicken lives. Oh, happy little Stormy. Yeah, Daddy's giving you a cuddle. That's right. Oh, lovely, lovely. There we go. And we're just having a nice calm time right now, giving Stormy a pet, appreciating Braveheart's serenity there. And then right behind Braveheart, Kagome is just kind of watching us all. You can see her eyes just kind of getting heavier over time, and she might even fall asleep on her feet there. So it's just a nice, quiet, and peaceful episode of watching Chickies today. Outside, it's really cold. Yesterday, when I went to bring the chickies outside, I realized with the wind chill, it was below freezing temperatures. So I decided, you know what? Keep the chickies in. Yesterday, I kind of turned around on my heels and brought them back inside. And that's one of the reasons why we did get all of these UV lights, so they could still get a good amount of sunlight. They have access to the heaters that we have in our house here, so they're kept nice and toasty warm, so we don't need to worry about them here in the winter. There we go, Stormy. There we go. Yeah, we'll probably be keeping them in during the winter. Let's see. Because none of these chickens are particularly good in the cold weather. We'll be bringing them out periodically when it gets a little bit warmer. But otherwise, if it's a bit too cold for them to be out for long stretches, that's kind of why we have this playroom set up for when the weather is too inclement for them, for night when they are sleeping. So this is just sort of like a safety factor for them. We don't want them to catch a cold. We don't want them to get like hypothermia or anything. So yeah, we just want them to be nice, comfy, and in this case, toasty warm. And keeping chickens isn't all that much work once you're used to it. We sweep and we mop about twice a day here in the playroom. So as long as we maintain our schedule, nothing really piles up. There isn't much in the way of a smell that way either, because we are constantly throwing out that sort of stuff. The room smells most strongly of their feed. And the chickens are pretty happy being here with us. It was a lot more work when they were just very young chickens, when we were keeping them in the brooder, and they were still just little chicks. Back then we had to monitor how hot the temperature was. We had heat lamps for them, and there were a lot more care. Right now, I would say that taking care of chickens is somewhere maybe a little bit more than a cat right now, but less than a dog. So it's not all that hard to keep care of them. There we go. And chickens can make little purring noises. That is what you are sometimes hearing. Braveheart, especially right now, is quite content. She's taking a little nap there. She's just closed her eyes and is just chilling out. I got my laptop here next to me so I can see all of your comments. So if any of you have any comments, concerns, questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, my little Stormy. Oh my. A little chatter between Braveheart and our Stormy there. It's interesting, each time Braveheart made one of those noises, she lifted her tail feathers a little bit. There we go. Nice, quiet chickie time. Stormy is being such a good boy right now. He's just getting all the pets. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, I think he wants to stretch his legs a bit. Want to stretch your legs, my boy? Or did you want to try to go see Braveheart? She's kind of chilling out right now, my son. You gonna make that jump? Floop, floop, floop. Big, fluffy butt there. Yeah? How you doing? You have a good cuddle from Dad? There we go. A lot of peeps, the head up, and just kind of looking at the girls right now. They poop pretty much everywhere in this room. We wash the blankets, we wash the towels about every 2 to 3 days in our washing machine. We put it through a sanitized cycle and then an antibacterial cycle. And then we sweep and we mop about twice a day. No, the girls are relaxing. I don't want you to jump over there. The floors are linoleum, so they're quite easy to clean. And I'm just making sure our little rooster boy doesn't bother the girls while they are chilling out right now. Especially when Braveheart is such a happy little hen there. That's some lovely little chicken purr she's given. Oh dear. Such a happy little hen. And Stormy is being a gentleman right now. He's just paying attention to his feathers. He's doing a little bit of preening. I think he might poop soon. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to poop? No. Another little scritch to your hair. Oh my. There we go. Let's sort out that hairstyle. Oh. Deb Taylor. I am a professional background actor. So I tend to work in New York City. I tend to work in like New Jersey and other places. I live pretty close to the border. I live here in Connecticut. So my work hours are rather intermittent. There can be some weeks where I might not be going in at all. And there can be other weeks when I'm going in pretty much every single day. Since I'm part of SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Union, I tend to get pretty good rates on those days, which make up for the days that I don't work. So on those days, I get to spend some time here with you guys watching Chickies. On days when I am working, my partner Lauren kind of takes over and she does an episode. There we go. Shh. Shh. There you go. So, oh dear. The girls are having a good time right now, Stormy. You can go off and you can eat if you want. There we go. Little ploop. Oh, and Deb Taylor, and that is quite away from me, Niantic. Yeah, we live a lot closer to the New York border ourselves. But that can be quite a lovely area. I believe that is pretty much right by Mystic Seaport, isn't it not? I know my dad quite enjoys Mystic Seaport. He's a big fan of the old-fashioned sailing vessels and such. Hello there, Miss Braveheart. Hello there, Kagome. And no, these are all chickens. So I think having chickens as pets definitely gives you more of an appreciation of how they are as animals. The chickens that you see here aren't really the chickens that you are really eating if you are eating commercial chickens. Commercial chickens are tend to be these specialized breeds that they have created over the past few generations. These chickens have been, well, let's just say it, they've been bred to produce as much meat or produce as many eggs as possible. As a result, they develop much differently than the chickens that you see here. Those sorts of chickens are full grown within a couple of months of hatching, whereas these young chickens aren't really adults until they hit really like 6 to 8 months. And those chickens are so much bigger than these chickens. They are usually pumped full of hormones. They are pumped full of steroids to get really big. And generally speaking, they don't live very nice lives. Even if they were left to live to a maximum lifespan because of the ways that they have been bred, those sorts of chickens only live to really be about maybe 4 to 5 years at a max. Whereas these chickens, who we are never going to eat, are going to be living probably until they're about 12 years old. They do respond to their names. If anything, they respond more to like hand commands, like if I tell them to come up or like to jump. They kind of pay attention to what I'm doing with my hands. To a degree, they also appear to recognize their names at this point. Stormy, my lad, what are you doing over there? Do you want a few sesame seeds? Let me see if he'll react to that. Oh, the girls reacted to this. There we go, Stormy. A little rain of sesame seeds. Oh, he's a happy boy. Listen to those happy clucks. Oh my. It's Christmas for Stormy right now. He's just telling the girls, oh my word, sesame seeds